Welcome back to another episode of the Young and Wash. Josh, Pele with Zoe and Trav. But I got some new nicknames for the boys, all right? Bored in Nashville, had to put some together. All right, so the voice of the suburbs, Diet Drewski, XL Cool J, Snow Bunny Zoe, all right? That's what we're going with today, okay? And then Trav, Black with White Stripes, Henny Hendrix, the low maintenance light skin, 2 a.m. Trav, because all the Trav's great expeditions in his life come after 2 a.m. Facts, right?
I'm vetoing the low maintenance.
Low maintenance? Travis low maintenance.
I am pretty low maintenance.
Travis is high maintenance on the low. He likes low maintenance activities. He is a high maintenance man, bro.
Absolute
that's cap. He likes to pretend like he's low maintenance. Travis is high. We just got in an argument about scheduling, like some real high maintenance ass shit right there. That's a high maintenance ass nigga right there, really, bro. My man gets his haircut every 10 days.
That's a lot.
That's high maintenance.
I just went my not longest, but I actually hadn't gotten a cut in a month. This is a
You look good right now.
He has $3,700 worth of sneakers. That is not low maintenance.
$2,500. Did it in like a year, and then I haven't bought a shoe in like over a year and a half now. So
good for you.
You bought me shoes, so you bought a shoe.
But that's for you. That's not for me.
All right, let's get into quick hitters, just like always. All right, first one. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in spirits. Like, I don't know if you physically would see a ghost, but I do believe like there could be places where like weird shit happens because someone died there. I believe in
paranormal activity?
Yeah,
exactly. I believe in that shit. Yeah. Exactly. So I guess.
But when Paranormal Activity came out, it was filmed in Bonita. And it was like the scariest movie in America was filmed down the street. Like, it doesn't get more freaky than that.
That movie's trash. I'm throwing it out there. Always was trash.
Who's the most underrated rapper of all time? Most underrated rapper of all time?
Not being a huge music guy, I'm gonna go Ludacris.
No, it's funny. That's literally what I was saying.
Yeah.
I think,
I feel like because you have the Ludacris T.I. debate all the time, I feel like those are two of the rappers who are some of the most underrated rappers.
And Ludacris obviously has commercial success. I think it's his rapping ability that's underrated. Like on all his singles, he's really rapping, but it's funny. So people get lost in like the Fast and the Furious and the midget hanging from my necklace. Like niggas like lose it. Like they like lose like the appreciation for how funny he is. They treat him like he's a personality, like the baby. But truthfully, like he's fucking spitting in everything.
Oh, for sure.
Just doesn't get the credit.
My answer would be Fabulous. I think he's put out
That's a good one.
He has
songs,
the greatest rap
features.
career, in my opinion, the greatest rap career of all time. He has been able to stay mildly relevant without doing any outlandish or stupid shit for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like he has like moments, I guess, you know what I mean? But like for the most part, he has kept it pretty in-house and he doesn't sound corny when he links up with the new kids.
No, never, ever. So what's your answer? You say Ludacris?
Yeah, I'm going to go Ludacris.
Okay. That's fair.
Oh, actually, no, I take it back. Lloyd Banks. I'm going to go Lloyd Banks.
That's another one.
Lloyd Banks. Because he was in 50 Cent's shadow, but he didn't give a fuck. Like, he's like, I'm just here to rap and go home.
I got a question to this one. With Swiss Beats, is he more of a producer?
He's a producer.
More of a producer.
I don't even think he writes his raps, to be honest with you.
Okay. I was like, I feel like I've heard some good stuff out of him.
No, definitely good music, 100%.
I got an argument with somebody over there, so I won't mention their name, but can you buy the same cologne as your homie?
Yeah, you can take a recommendation.
You can't, bro.
You can take a recommendation. I just think you also got to know where it fits on your roster. Like
Number one.
No,
about you guys are wearing the same thing when you go out.
Oh,
Weird,
no.
No,
Okay, no.
I can't.
Here's the thing, like I bought the cologne that Travis has told me, like, I have that same one. But we both know that's like a bottom tier one on our roster. Like that's like I got to run out real quick. Let me hit you with it. I'm just going to hit myself with it. Like now, if you know your boy is like a YSL type of nigga, like don't go out and buy the same one.
You can't.
Also, it's just like, I don't really think that matters. Like to be 100%, it's not like a shirt or something like it matters. It matters, but it doesn't. Like I feel like this. It's like, okay. My question was this: why does it matter? Like obviously you smell the same. I get that. It's
weird,
but like outside the aspect of like you're like, what does it take away from if you smell the same? Is my question.
Because that's who you are.
I think smelling is unique. It depends on how you look at cologne.
But here's the thing, though, like, cologne doesn't smell the same. Like, you can wear the same cologne as someone else, and it won't technically smell the same. So, no, because everybody has different pheromones and body.
So listen, no. So overall, I understand that in different scents can smell different, but overall, it's going to be the same scent. But smell is supposed to be individual. Some people take it a little bit more different. That, like, for example, I love to smell good. So I have like 3-4 different colognes. And for example, my Jimmy Choo one is the one I like the most when I go out and want to smell the best. So if I wouldn't want someone else wearing Jimmy Choo Intense like me, or like if me and Josh go in the same place, like I'm not gonna. Hey, are we both going on Jimmy Choo tonight? Hell yeah, brother. Like no, like that's not how it. Like fuck that.
I've definitely seen men do this.
Like,
I've definitely seen men do that.
It's
like
weird.
they just start laughing. I don't think it's like.
But like if it's like hey, we're going. Hey, we're going to the park, or we're going to this cookout. Oh, I forgot my cologne. All right, let me spray some of that blue polo. It's like bang 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 bang. Cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's understandable, but like
if you're in different spots and you knew the other guy has it, it's like it's kind of weird.
Okay, that one I can understand. So that one,
but you know your friend had it.
We used to sit in a locker room and pass around the same Axe bottle.
I'm not going to give you a cologne recommendation.
Okay, you're at F6 and I'm at Omnia and we got on Jimmy Choo Intense.
I'm saying we got dressed in different places and met up somewhere.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, no.
See, I feel like the opposite of that because I'm just like. Okay, let's be honest. Men were very simple creatures for the most part. Travis is high maintenance, but for the most part, we're all simple. You know what I mean? Even through his high maintenance, he's high maintenancely simple. It's a lot of just high maintenance things, but it's like two things. You know what I mean? But my thing is like this. There's like, let's be honest. Like, yeah, there's a lot of colognes, but most niggas wear like 7. Like, there's really not like a huge, like, we remember the Aqua de Jo phase of the world. Like, I'm a Burberry Weekend type of nigga. I wear the Versace, but like, those are probably 2 older ones considering, you know what I mean?
Blue de Chanel everywhere you go. And
yeah, like, bro, every nigga wears YSL now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, it's like everything else in life. Like, niggas start wearing McQueens, niggas start wearing Off-Whites. Like, there is a regular, I started getting money nigga starter pack, and cologne is part of that starter pack. That's why I don't get offended. Like, okay, because here's the thing. That's just 2 basic motherfuckers arguing about who's more basic.
But I think the thing that you have to do about
it, Josh, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
The way to avoid it, though, is that I think you kind of have to be unique with your smell in a sense of what you like. And that's why, like, for example, like, I rarely find people that have the same cologne as me just because I think different things smell good. So I try to kind of stay out of the normal loop.
Like yeah, you I'll say this, you can't be mad at someone for wearing the same cologne if you both bought it at Macy's. Like, you know what I mean?
The fragrance destination?
Headache destination. That was funny. All right. I haven't heard that. Hey, good pull.
Me and Zoe talked about this a couple weeks ago. Can you retire from something you're not getting paid for?
God, you guys were having a conversation about that the other day, right?
Yes.
Fuck.
Let me tell you exactly what happened.
Hold on. Are you really going to do this right now?
Yeah, 100%.
Do it.
I was talking to somebody and they said, I retired from cheerleading. I said,
oh my God.
I
Jesus
said, wait,
Christ.
you what?
Yeah.
I retired. I said, no, you quit. No, she goes, I retired. Well, nobody was paying you, so you quit. And she goes, no. Yeah, you can't, like, I can't retire from, like, playing basketball.
This is such a Josh argument. Hold on, let me go. Hold on.
What did I say?
No, hold on.
Agree with me.
This is such a Josh argument because for you it's all about the wording. Like for you it's all
100%.
about like in a way the principalities of it. Like you're thinking that you can retire for something. Like you have to get paid because it was a job, so you can't retire it unless it was like a job.
Exactly. Like when you retire
like,
from,
I understand that, but that's so literal. Like people love stuff all the time. Like for example, like I'm a video game guy. If I ever stopped playing video games, I would say that I retired from playing video games.
You quit playing video games.
No, I'd say I retired.
100%.
I'm a fucking G. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? I that's what I would say. Like, you know, that's what I would say.
I said something mildly profound. I remember, and I can't remember what the fuck it was.
I feel like you're definitely on his side of this.
No, I know, but it was the wording of it. Because my thing is like this, like, technically. Oh, no, this is what I said. I remember now. Barring injury, in a competitive or athletic setting, you can say you retired. So
if you never got paid for this.
No, yeah. So say like I was on scholarship and I tore my ACL.
Oh, yeah, I can say you retired.
You can say technically because your
they
body
paid for your college.
Yeah, no, but
under his
but even
logic.
even if not, but like your body made that decision for you.
Okay,
like that wasn't you. Exactly. Now, if you, I think that was my loophole. Yeah, I was like, so if your body makes that decision for you, you can say retiring. You can't retire from video games because nigga, you ain't losing thumbs.
Bro, but I understand it. I just think that it's a nitpick of the. It's a nitpick to me.
I'm not gonna lie. Josh, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If we're allowed to retire from things that we're not paid for, and things like video games, not to personally attack you, but things that sound like one, I think it completely adds to this motherfucking everybody gets an award type of culture. Like that shit's good. It's a fucking hobby. Niggas don't retire from fishing. Like, you know, it's a fucking hobby.
I think you can retire from fishing.
No, nigga, you get old and choose the couch over the lake.
Well, you retired, you know?
You were tired.
You retired.
You didn't retire.
Yeah.
All right, is Road Dome overrated?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is 100%.
It just
I've got-
sounds- it
I've
just
never-
sounds
You gotta
cool.
do it. You gotta do
I
it.
had a
couple
road
times.
handy before, and it's terrifying because you can't get lost in the moment.
Yeah.
I like to get lost in the
Your
moment.
life's on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm driving
too.
illegally too, so this shit don't even matter. At this
Yeah,
point.
no.
You're riding dirty.
I'm
Road
riding
Dome's
dirty,
definitely
riding dirty,
overrated.
dick out wild.
All right, what was the better duo, LeBron and D Wade, or KD and Steph?
God.
I mean, I'm gonna say Katie and Steph
Yeah.
statistically more exciting was LeBron. Just because there's more highlights, there's more enjoyable basketball. Don't get me wrong, watching people pull up from 70 is awesome, but they already got a 35-point lead half the fucking time, so it's not really like that Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Like
Steph
there
and
will
KD's
never be a
better duo.
picture like that picture of them versus the Bucks, like the alley oop. The Warriors don't have that. What's it gonna be? Clay running without the ball, like.
Dude, okay, so you said it's more exciting for the dunks, right? LeBron and
Or
D-Wade.
just that brand of basketball itself is more
I could
exciting.
argue that though too. Like you don't
You
think the
could,
pull up
100%.
three is like
You can 100% argue that.
I would say
It's preference.
I just think they're, especially because they weren't as so lopsided, like team wise, like there are more momentum swinging plays out of that Heat organization.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, because it was more of an even playing ground. Yeah, they were the big three,
Yeah.
but the East wasn't trash. Like, you know what I mean? The Knicks were still trying to be the Knicks. Like, it was more competitive. Like, the Warriors won those many games and just ran
I
to
think
the
it's
West.
different type of basketball. Like a little bit. I mean, I think we're all saying that, but like with KD and Steph, there's a lot more shots and running around and a little bit more one-on-one basketball. But like D Wade's a fucking slasher. Like that's what he is. Like he kind of creates slashes, stuff like that. They're finding each other within the I'm calling it the box, but within the paint and stuff like that. So like a lot of that type of basketball instead of more on the outskirts. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
Physicality sells in sports.
I agree with that.
100%. And the Warriors didn't play a physical brand of basketball. And even if you're not saying like LeBron's catching a body, D-Wade's catching a body, Chris Bosh is coming off the baseline catching a body.
Facts.
The Warriors are pulling up and it's awesome and it changes the whole thing. They have a whole legacy. But in any sport, Derrick Henry is cool because he's physical.
All right, last one. What makes you more of an adult? A Costco card or an air fryer?
A Costco card.
Yeah. What the fuck's an air fryer got to do with this?
Because I can buy groceries at Costco and put them in the oven. Niggas be broke with air fryers with no groceries.
Bro.
Do you name one kid that's an air fryer?
I have an air fryer.
You're not a kid.
You know why? People want
buy
air
it.
fryers. People want air fryers because it's on fucking TikTok and fucking Instagram reels. That's why. That's where all this shit's coming from.
And you don't know
it's
how-
coming from the clout. Fuck the hood nigga who makes this shit out of that.
No, let's not disrespect.
Let me ask you a
That nigga's
question.
getting a check.
Let me ask you a
Keep
personal
getting a
question.
check.
What's the most adult thing that you do in your life?
I'm fucking self-efficient. I got fucking health benefits, dental.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got a 9-to-5 job. That's the most adult thing about me. Anything else about that? Fuck it. I'm not an adult.
Do you have a Costco card?
I do have a Costco card, baby.
Do you pay for your Costco card?
I do not pay for my
Okay,
Costco card.
see, there we
Actually,
go.
it could be possibly. I don't know. I give my mom money all the time. She be asking for shit all the time.
What's
I
the most adult thing you
pay
do
for
in your
my
life?
fast track.
Oh fuck! Not ask my parents for money.
That's an adult thing.
Let me see. I grocery shop. It's weird. Most of my friends,
I don't grocery shop.
they don't grocery shop, and I think that's
I
fucking.
used to in college.
You don't want to eat what you want to eat? Like, what are you talking about? You don't want to buy your own
This is
things
what,
that you
but
like?
see, this goes back to he's simple but high maintenance. Because Travis is simple in the fact that he'll eat whatever his mom buys, but he's high maintenance in the fact that if his mom doesn't get what the fuck he likes, and she knows what the fuck he likes, he's gonna turn into a 7-year-old. That's
you go
what
off
it
on
is.
your mom?
If Travis doesn't have an assortment
This is the
of
most
chicken
bullshit.
bakes, this man needs.
This is the most
chicken
bullshit
bakes,
I've ever heard of. The chicken, we
Gokers.
actually just had some chicken bakes, but
but this is bullshit.
no,
This
but
is
the height, he's obviously exaggerating. No, I'm simple. I eat whatever the fuck she makes, and if she doesn't make something I like, whatever, like if there's something there that I can't eat that I like, I'll get it, or I make my own money. I'll just go get what
I know. Okay, you know what the most adult thing I do is? You know what the most adult thing I do is?
What?
I let niggas know if I don't like their food. That's the most adult
pretty
thing
dope.
I do.
Okay, you don't just do that. You tell people you don't like them straight up, which is a very adult.
Adulting.
thing to
I
do.
was about to say that too.
Yeah, no, yeah. The most adult thing I do is not lie to motherfuckers. Probably, yeah. And many things have happened while we were gone. One of them, probably more important than others. Sorry, that was Brian Snichter calling me. I will be referred to for the rest of this season as World Series MVP Zoe.
That's fine. You deserve it.
Thank you.
I was very happy for you. I was very happy.
I was legit happy.
I was
for it.
fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It was just fuck the Dodgers all the way. So.
Let me do this on camera. I'm sorry for what I did to you during the NLCS. I also was told. All right, so I definitely mildly disrespected Travis's associate, but I was also told later that she was warned not to do what she did.
She was,
and she still did it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna apologize, but don't act like you didn't see it coming. At least.
We knew he was gone when they hit a homer. It was game 6, right?
I was still there.
Did they win in 6 or 7? They won in
6.
They won in 6. So it was game 5. It was game 5, very pivotal game.
No. This was the NLCS. This wasn't the World Series when I did this.
It was? Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. Okay, yeah. So because it was fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So this guy, oh man, they hit a bomb or they got something good.
Eddie Rosario hits a 2-run shot.
Something happened really good. Dunzo. It's like I haven't seen him move this fast probably in about like 2 years, and I swear shot out the backyard and like just straight like out of a commercial like Bill's Mafia with a full can of beer pretty much.
Just cracked it one sip.
Just cracked it. Woo!
Bro, no. I punted it.
No, you threw it down. You just threw it down.
I kicked one too. I remember kicking one.
He just threw it down when this full on Ric Flair. Woo! Like it was so great. And like my homie Brett was just like, he's gone. Like he's gone. We lost him. And at that point, we really didn't know because we had a conversation with him, and I was arguing with him, and he wasn't making any sense. And I was just like, obviously that is normal, but like just not normal. It's not typically normal. And I was just like, wait, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, what's he talking about right now? Like, we're all kind of looking at each other, and then like 2 more times it happens, and we're like, oh, he's gone. It's this.
Which goes to my point that I always stand by. Out of my friend group, I'm the hardest to tell when I'm fucked up like that.
Yeah, he is because you just don't know. You just don't know when.
Because sometimes I'm just being an asshole to be an asshole.
And he was gone. Like, and then he just kept wanting to like beef with me, which is also normal. But like, it was just super weird. And everyone's like, dude,
I haven't got Travis.
Stop picking on Trav. Like, what are you doing? Like, people are telling him like, what's your fucking problem right now? It's so weird. And I'm just kind of used to it, just like knowing just have my hand up just in case. That's about it. But yeah. It was crazy.
Just the weak protecting the weak. You know what I mean?
Glad you had that moment.
I was trying to sharpen, I'm Steel. I was trying to sharpen Travis. Steel sharpens steel. They had this man out here rubbing together 2 sharpened pieces of paper.
I don't know. This guy was wild.
Who had a better October, you or Pete Davidson?
I mean, both of us were swinging bats.
Hey.
I'd say Dunzo.
Dunzo?
I'd say Dunzo. But Pete Davidson eating right now.
I did get some World Series that was fire. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it is what it is.
I know about that.
I didn't know about that.
I mean, because we're adults. I don't just you guys want every time I get something, you want me to put in a group chat?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey guys.
Every time I come, I yell "Peace up, A-Town down."
So let's talk about it. Pete Davidson. He's now dating Kim Kardashian. Is that weird, or should that be like the new normal?
I don't know if it's the new normal, but I will address one thing. Everyone's talking about, you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Oh, yeah, that has been a thing.
Also, I'll say this. Just because you like someone's art doesn't make them your friend. Like, there's tons of people who I'm excited to see their art. That doesn't make them my friend. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a moment. Kid Cudi, I think, is probably Pete Davidson's, like, actual friend. From, like, the way it looks. Yeah. But that's my homie's friend. Like, we have seen niggas do this since the beginning of forever. Like, I don't get why people are acting like, oh my God, he did Kanye so wrong because they went to dinner one time. You know how many niggas I've met one time and fucked a chick that they were dating and I didn't know that to begin with? Granted, Pete knew, but like, why are we holding him accountable for this? Like, Kanye West didn't go on 19 rants and like has dated 7 chicks who looks like her since then.
Yeah.
And we heard my man is swinging Thor's hammer.
Who confirmed this? Like, how do we know?
I've just been hearing this for a long time.
Years.
Because you know what it is, though, and I'll stand by this. Women are shallow as men because dudes don't talk about dudes' dicks for the most part. Maybe it's like some locker room jokes, but it stays in the locker room. We like to fuck around with it on the show, but that's because we like to be 12 years old in this space. Yeah. Women are the ones out here giving the GDR. For those who don't know, Josh
good dick report.
Good dick report. Okay.
Or BDR.
Bad dick report.
Oh no.
But here's the thing, though. Women gossip just like men.
Facts.
Like, I stopped sending dick pics because I knew they were going in group chats. Not afraid of my dick pic getting leaked,
like
by the way.
16 women seeing that shit.
Yeah, like, I just also, because you know what it is?
It's going to be on the hub on the next category.
Because it takes the one female friend who you never wanted to touch because she's the bold one, and now she sees what your dick looks like, and she has comments, Because and I'm just like, but yeah, back to the Pete Davidson thing. We only know this because every woman he's been with has been high profile, and for some reason has felt the urge to talk about him.
Apparently,
yeah. Like in his defense, he was talking. What did he say? He said
the man's nice.
The man's nice, but like he was talking about like Ariana Grande was talking about him, and he was like, she was talking crazy about me, and it wasn't like he was silent. He was like, imagine if I got a spray tan pretending to be black and aired her out on Vogue. And I was like, oh my fucking God. The clapback is crazy. But he's got a point. Like, no, like, yeah, men don't get to talk about the
funny
breakup.
guy. He's also, you know, funny niggas been winning.
Yeah.
Girls talk about guys' dicks behind everybody's back, right? Like, it's not out there. Like, we talk about women, like, just out there. Like, we don't care. That's the difference, I think.
Yeah, like, I feel like they can say it's more, it's misogynistic clearly because we're men, but it's more fucked up because we do it out there. But I also think that men who they deem shouldn't be talking about women would not be doing it if they let those private conversations be aired out properly. Because there's a lot of chicks we know who have slept with a couple of our homies and they talk about them wild in front of us. You gotta be like, hey, chill, that's my man. But at the same point, it's like this is what I hate that women do. If a girl gets bad sex, like if a girl's like trash in bed, we're not gonna air her out in front of her friends.
No.
I know tons of my boys who put up horrible performances in front of chicks. And like the girls want to go tell you that your boy's trash.
That's a fact.
And I'm like, I didn't tell you that your friend gave me dry tongue head. Like that's fucking like
cat tongue.
Yeah, like
Jesus Christ.
But that's wild to me. You know what I mean?
That is wild. No, it's wild
like
business.
because it's like if I were to do that and be like, oh, she was a starfish, blah blah blah, which I already got killed for saying.
Patrick
oh,
Star? She's
not into you. Da 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 da. That's your fault. You don't make her. You know what I mean? But we never talk about the dude. Like, ladies, let me explain this to you. Guys fake orgasms too.
Do they?
Y'all aren't that interesting sometimes.
Damn.
You know, because think about it. Sex
I
is
learned something today.
No, sex is like a roller coaster. You ever been like on a roller coaster or watched a movie halfway through? But like you're stuck there. You're at the movie theaters. You're on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Sex is like that. The only difference is I'll fail safe at any moment.
I nothing.
Wait, so you're saying like you're
I've never done this. I've never done this.
Okay.
I know men who have told me they've done this. Like
Sources.
Yeah. I'm surprised you've never done this, to be honest.
I've never done that, but I've definitely been like, oh yeah, like I'm just like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm done.
Yeah, I said Josh just
so no nut, just no nut, just like I'm just done.
I'm just like I'm tired. Like
so no nut though.
No, like in the middle of sex, so like mid stroke.
Fake, like you can see it. Like how can you fake that?
No, my thing. Hold on.
Before you go. Most niggas wear condoms, or some niggas wear condoms.
You can still see it.
That's true. And the condom actually probably is because
you fuck with the lights on every time, huh?
No, nobody fucks with the lights on every time.
Josh fucks with the lights on and the shirt on, huh?
Oh, me, Josh.
No, Josh fucks with the lights on and the shirt on.
Having sex during the day is better than having sex at night, for facts.
Oh, I travel. Sex during the day. I like to think of it like this: if I fuck you at night, you go to sleep, you wake up, new day. If I fuck you during the day, we get like a 12:30 nut off. You've heard my theory on this. If I get like a 12:30 nut off, you have to go through the rest of your day thinking about that. That's 12. Because you think about it. If I fuck you right before you go to sleep, you're going to sleep. You might think about it. You might get 1 in the morning. But that 8 hours has been ruined. If I fuck you at like 11:30, you go to bed at 9, that is 10 hours-ish of you having to think about either what I did or didn't do. But I'm willing to run those odds because guess what? I might be able to run it back later or you might be more in tune.
I like both. I like daytime and nighttime sex. Both good. I'd say I definitely do daytime sex more if it's just like for example, you ever have those days at the office when you just got a boner and it's just there. It's just like, hey, I got a nut. And it's like your body's just telling you that it has to happen. Like that's usually the only time I fuck during the day. It's just like, damn, I'm hard, let's get it on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
I'm looking for it. Yeah.
Exactly. But I got a question though. So hold up. You said that you faked or you stopped. So like did you nut and then stopped, or did you? Oh, so you just didn't nut at all? It was just like
I don't want to do this thing.
Okay, got it.
But I'm not gonna say it like that. I'm just like, I'm tired. Bro.
I'm tired. Okay, got it. One of those.
Cramp.
Damn.
Like nah.
Hey, way to protect your peace, King. Way to protect your peace.
Yeah, no problem.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
What's the next topic you want to do?
Going into the next topic, I would like to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting us, hitting us up,
asking for us. We love you guys.
Yeah. Special shout out to my boy Brian and Bianca McSweeney. They got their wedding coming up. Hit me up from the East Coast. He was one of my college roommates. He was real big on this. He told me he's going to play this at his wedding. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, you know. But I think going into the next one, shout out to Pete Davidson. You know why though? Because you know, as a bona fide 6.5, you know what I mean. Any guy who has eyes like that, who is pounding what he's getting in, you know what I mean. Good for you. I like to see, hey, you know, you're a mental health warrior. You know what I mean. You crazy as a bestie bug, but you know what I mean. Find your peace, King. You know what I mean? It might be between her legs. It might not be, but do what you got to do. I think the next one, speaking of pulling out early or being left off of things, we should address the top 75 list that the NBA had.
We missed that.
Because I'm going to be honest, I think it's complete dog shit. Like, fuck the Celtics.
I agree, bro. They get way too much credit.
Bro, you just had the most averagely athletic mailmen that were playing, and they were aggressive as fuck. Did Kevin McHale make the list?
100%.
Okay, I'm with the Kevin
That's
McHale.
the only one that I was like, okay.
I'll fuck with
Robert Parrish shouldn't be on there.
No, fuck no. Did Bill Walton make it?
Yes. Bill Walton deserves to be on that
Okay,
list.
I have a question.
He was the best center in the league before he got hurt.
But
It was for like a year, though. It was like a year or two, though.
Okay, so I have a question, and I don't want to say racial bias, it's not, but it's going to be a difference. Well, he has a ring too.
Who are you talking about, Bill?
Yeah, because I think the Tracy McGrady argument is there, and the Penny Hardaway.
Not the Penny.
Okay, the one reason I probably will agree with you because you don't think he should be on the list, I probably would agree because they're putting his college career into the NBA top 75.
Oh, they are?
That's what I think they are because he's arguably number 2 or 3 best college
without question.
Yeah, well, that's the case. If that's the case,
that should have nothing to do with the top
exactly.
75.
That should do with lists. Exactly. That's the only reason why I wouldn't have him on there.
Yeah.
Like no offense. I know we talked about like Dwight Howard and Klay Thompson are our number 1 and 2. Like need to be on this list. I would substitute Dwight Howard for Bill. Yeah, instantaneously, not a question. So
I don't know about that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know about that
Robert
one.
Parrish.
Because I'll say this: Dwight Howard dominated longer than Bill played.
Who happened?
Like Dwight Howard dominated for like
that's what I'm saying. I want Bill. I want Howard.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Sorry,
you wanted Bill.
I'm saying I want Howard.
Okay, my bad. I think okay. I misunderstood you. My bad. I'm trying to find.
Dwight Howard was the best center in the league for multiple years.
Hot minute there, man. It was.
Bro, some of you got to explain some of these motherfuckers to me. Who is Paul Razan? I don't
know.
Who's David Conwins? Billy Cunningham?
I've heard of Billy Cunningham.
I've heard of Billy Cunningham too. Oh, George Gervin was on this list, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. Like
he was nice.
What are we talking about?
Nice man.
Yeah, Robert Parrish shouldn't be on there.
Bro.
Let's just talk about
who's George Mikan?
George Mikan's the Lakers great, but he's not better than
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one. I have a question. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Jerry West like 1-8 in the finals?
Yeah, but Jerry West has to be on that list, bro.
I know he's the logo. He's not the logo, and I don't know enough about Jerry West to be 100% honest, but I'm just asking. Like, my man is 1-8.
I hear you.
Like, does that mean that Celtics team should get more players? Maybe?
I think what they need to do with the list. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I think what they need to do with the list is that they need to, and maybe as basketball fans, everyone needs to realize this, is that they need to start doing things by different generations. Like they can't just put it all into one because the game is different. Like I hate the whole not LeBron Jordan argument, but the whole thing about that argument and old heads and stuff like that is the time that they were playing in. Like I think we just need to start deciphering like, all right, like modern to like 80s to 2000.
That's
like
what they do in baseball.
Like like we need to just start doing it by that because we can't do it all together. Because like for people like me, it's very obvious that like as time goes on, not so much the game gets better, but players get better. If you put like who's not like that? Like if you put Andrew Wiggins like back with those old Celtics teams or back in like the 60s, the man's dropping 40. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna go
I will snatch Pistol Pete's ankles from the ground.
Like you ever seen that video? Not to get racial with it, but you know that you have the black guy like he's dribbling around with one ball and he's making all those white guys miss and stuff like that. Like what is that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like
if you were born in 44, I'm making you touch earth.
Josh back in 67 is averaging 15 and 8.
Josh would have been bro. Josh in 67 is the Daniel. Nah, he's better than Daniel Tice in 67. What's Josh in 67? Damn. Josh in 67 is Pau
Tyler
Gasol.
Hero.
No, he's Pau Gasol, bro. Josh is Pau Gasol and 67. No, you're Rick Smits in 67 because you can shoot.
God.
You're just a body, bro.
That's the whole thing when it comes to the list. Is that's the reason why, like, obviously it's gonna be good and bad because like things change. Like,
yeah. Well, let me ask you a question then. Okay. They play 2 different positions.
Okay.
Who has had a better career, Klay Thompson or Dwight Howard?
Klay Thompson and Dwight Howard. Fuck. If you want to go by the number, if you want to go by individual numbers, it's gonna be Dwight Howard.
And accolades.
Hands down.
And accolades.
Ah shit. But
Dwight's won personal accolades.
Yeah,
so
it's them against each other, not team success.
So so that Dwight Howard has probably had a better overall career in a sense of like accolades and stuff like that, statistics probably. But if you wanted to go by who's a winner, then at that point you're probably going Clay. But like,
and I'll say I think Dwight Howard doesn't get enough credit for how he changed the game. I think DeAndre Jordan took this and made it better. You know what I mean? But like we've seen the guy who doesn't dribble and shoots, runs off screens, the 3-and-D guy. Klay Thompson is probably one of the more proficient ever at that. Let's make this clear.
Yes.
But I will say this, Dwight Howard's a little different because he's arguably a slashing big. Like with his pick and roll at the top of the key, he's taking 2 big steps and they're throwing that ball to the rafters and he's coming down with it. DeAndre Jordan took that and ran with it. They're running backdoor screens for centers now. And I believe a lot of that, like a lot of those easy buckets you're getting from these more athletic guys are coming from the Dwight Howard, Van Gundy idea of like, we're going to give you all these shooters, space it out. Because let's be honest, his post game wasn't crazy.
It wasn't crazy, but he did. But
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't crazy.
Exactly, but he had, let's not disrespect to Howard there, but he has way more post game than Jordan ever had. Or
no, 100%.
Jordan, yeah.
But I'm like, no offense, that's not much. That's not so much.
I'm not saying much. I just said better.
But like I would never consider Dwight Howard a dominant back to the basket guy.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
No.
And that was the thing I hated when he came to the Lakers is I had that idea that he was. He never was.
No.
See, and that's my thing is like you just see a superstar. Like I mean, obviously we were young. I didn't know this then, you know what I mean? But when you hear, and this is what I'm saying, like his legacy or what he did for the game is like when you hear certain positions, unless someone's a misnomer and it's like completely communicated amongst the league, he's a misnomer at that, you have an idea of how certain guys play the game. Like we have Giannis at the 4 when he should technically be a 5, but when you think of someone that big, you think of back to the basket game, whereas instead he runs straight forward. Now we expect guys to have like that type of, not necessarily that game, but we expect 5s to shoot and do all these other things. Back then that wasn't the norm, you know? Now it's weird if a guy has a good back to the basket game. You wouldn't think 5s have that anymore. So Dwight Howard was doing a whole bunch of extracurriculars. Like he was like an effort player with a tremendous pick and roll. Like, not like in a negative sense, but I feel like his offensive package was that he couldn't hit free throws. He didn't have any type of jump shot. He had a nice little floater. I'll give him credit. Like, he'd come across the lane, give you a nice little skyhook kind of type of thing. But surely he was getting offensive rebounds and cutting hard as fuck and catching bodies regularly.
Okay, is Dwight Howard the most athletic 5 of all time?
I didn't see when Will played. Because I feel like coming to mind, like, that would be
Post
the
2000s is he the most athletic 5?
Oh, without question.
Yeah.
You'd say so?
Mm-hmm. There's probably guys who are faster. There's probably guys stronger. There's probably guys who jump higher. But none of them do it at the level that Dwight Howard did together. Okay. So I thought about this. Shout out to the Grown Folks Business Pod, my cousin Carl. So, go check him out if you can. So he has a daughter, the little OG. Little girl, spicy to say the least. But I never held her. She's about 2 now. And she was having a little fit after her nap on Thanksgiving. So I picked her up, and she was so taken aback that she just stopped crying. I don't think she actually knew what the fuck was going on. And I was bouncing her, and I loved it. It was cool. It was a moment for us.
That's
it was
beautiful.
dope. But I will say this, though, because I don't consider her like a baby now.
Yeah,
like, she can talk.
2s are toddlers.
Yeah, like she's telling me shit. Like she's like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, bro, when did you start having options with things? You know what I mean? Like you're a bit, like she's voicing opinions, and I'm like, damn, little girl, all right, But like when she was little, everyone would be like, oh, hold the baby. Me personally, I don't like holding babies. I feel like it's weird. Also, I just feel like adults, even though we are clean, you can say you're a clean person. Adults are fucking nasty. You know what I mean? Not like nasty, but I mean like we carry more. Our immune systems have like blocked certain things. We're developed. I don't like holding babies because I feel like you can make them sick. You've all seen like the hand and mouth thing that babies have when they get the ring around. And I also just believe this. Just because something's new doesn't mean you need to just touch it and do things. Like when my boys get a new car, I'm not like, oh my God, let me get in your car. Like that's fucking weird to me. Like, and I feel like it's the same premise for me with babies because it's like, first of all, why do you need to hold someone else's accomplishment? Technically, if I went to someone's house that had a Super Bowl ring, I would want to see it, like physically see it. But if he asked me to put it on, I wouldn't put the ring on. I feel like that's weird. Like that's your ring. You wore that. I think it goes back kind of to like niggas stop wearing other dudes' chains. You know what I mean? I know this is a baby and it's different, but I always feel like, why is it so hyped to hold babies? Now I understand people get excited about babies. You can get excited about new life. It can bring joy to the family. Like babies do a lot for families. You'd be surprised what it does when it brings people together. I'm just saying the physical satisfaction.
Of,
People let me hold the baby. And then, because then my thing is, when the baby's crying now, because it's been passed around 9 times, you got grown ass men and women being butthurt, like, oh, he doesn't like me. No, Uncle John, you're the 4th nigga she's had to smell today, and she's not fucking with it.
I don't know, man. I'm definitely not a baby holder. Are you guys?
No,
I know you're obviously not.
See, for me, the reason why I don't like to hold babies, because I understand why they want to, because they're fucking cute, and like it's like dogs, like little puppies. You know, you want to hold puppies. Like I understand it, but for me, I don't like holding babies because I'm scared. Like I'm like that's such a beautiful little human life, and I'm just supposed to like at that moment when I'm holding this baby, its fate is in my hands, and I don't want your fate in my hands. And now if it's resting the baby like on my lap, I'm perfectly fine with that. But it's the whole act of carrying the baby that I don't like. I can't do that. But I understand, like, I am that guy, like, if you get a car, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me sit in your fucking whip. Like, oh, cool, nice whip. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl ring. If they offered it, I'm fucking putting it on. But like, you're right. I'm not gonna like, hey, let me put on the ring. But like, I understand, because like you said, people want to touch and have things that they don't have, and I think that's just normal. But I think it's just because babies are just soft and they're cute and they're giggly, at least when they're happy. But then at that point when they start crying, get the hell out of here. Nobody wants the responsibility.
I think people love the babies because of like the innocence too. Like there's nothing wrong with them.
No.
See, but that also makes it, because I'm like, we praise the innocence and then we go out and fuck up the world they're about to join. So what fucking difference does it
That's
make?
what humans are.
That's the human life, baby.
Yeah, like I know I'm a piece of shit. That's why I keep like, because also I feel like this. People don't understand this. Like people get offended when babies don't fuck with them or something like that. One thing we know about this, like I always say, sometimes that kid's not the vibe. You know what I mean? We all know some people who's got kids or even animals that aren't the fucking vibe.
Wally.
Oh, fucking
Fuck you, Wally.
Shout out to Mike and Jesse, avid listeners. Your dog sucks. But like honestly though, like I feel like this. I feel like some people shouldn't be holding babies because they're gonna find out very clear that they're not the vibe. But okay, for example, this is weird. But my mom said when I was like 2, 3, I went to South Carolina to go visit my grandparents. First time I met them. And I was with my grandpa the whole time. I wouldn't go near my grandma. And my mom said, I just treated her like something was wrong with her. I left. She gets diagnosed with cancer like 3 or 4 days later. And my parents are like, babies can sense things. They're like, I don't want to say like animals because it's kind of fucked up, but like, let's say like animals.
We are animals.
But you know, they say like animals can sense like natural disasters before they come and things like that. Yes. Like my mom's like, no, they know like babies, like that's like me staying away from her and then that happening isn't as rare as people think it is. Like babies can sense when like
maybe babies are super smart and we just get dumb as we go through life. Well, not even that. I
feel like because they're like kind of to your point, like they're so pure, like everything's just off of vibe. Like you can just feel things are off. Like
that's true. Babies know how to swim from the jump. Like you know what? Maybe we're at our smartest when we're so little. We're so fucking smart. We just communicate with each other. We don't need to talk.
I don't know if that's
as we get
smart.
older.
That's
we
like
get
survival.
Fucking stupid and entitled, and then you die because you're dumb. Maybe that's what it is.
You're dumbest when you die.
You're just dumbest when you die. You're dumb as dirt.
I'm not gonna lie, that might be the smartest thing Travis has ever said. To be honest with you, like that's some real logic, but I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm stamping that one.
So the next topic you want to talk about was borrowing money, right? Or asking for money.
Asking money. So let me preface this.
Say the whole story.
Yeah, let me preface this. We are a very unique friend group in the fact that we are not celebrities, rich, and we still, as males, give each other's gifts on our birthdays. Most men don't gift other men things. It's not a normal thing, I feel like, amongst most men, especially if you have a large male friend group and they individually give you gifts. Like, we individually give each other gifts. We don't just, like, one big group gift. Like, we're not asking someone's girlfriend to organize it. Like, we're, like, as men, we're doing this. So, Trav was about 5.5 months late on my birthday gift, to the point where I forgot. We're watching football.
I never forgot, though.
Yeah, I forgot. I was over at this point. Like, I'm not tripping. So, Trav looks at me and he says, hey, so you never told me what you wanted for your birthday. I'm in the middle of Thursday Night Football. I'm not giving a fuck. I look at him. I said, I didn't have a job at the time. I just gotten fired. A story for another day. I just got fired. Yeah, you can go search why I got fired. Go fuck yourself. But wordplay. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, and he asked me this. And I'm like, it's like probably like the 29th or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got money. I got money in my pocket. Let's make this clear. I wasn't broke. But I'm like, I got rent.
Helping hand.
Yeah. I was like, I got rent. I got rent coming up. I said, and we had plans to go do shit that week. I forget what we were gonna do. We were gonna do something. I said, oh, bro, just give me $100. I gotta pay rent. That's $100 I can spend on something else. You're 6 months fucking late on this. Keep this in mind. One of our boys, one of our associates, the ghost producer of the show, throws this whole fucking soliloquy. You can't ask your friends for money. That's not a gift. At least have it go towards something.
Like how, like in a sense of, it was more in a sense of like, not to shit on Zoe at the time that he was at, but it was just like, how fucking low can you be? Like, who fucking asked for money? Kind of like for your birthday. Like, it's just fucking weird. Like, you know, like, so that's how it kind of, that's how it came. That's why he's like freaking out about it. It's just like, what the fuck is that? Like, you need me to, you need me to give you some money too? Like, you know, like he was kind of like taking it a little bit further, but yeah. So
I will also say the problem with that conversation by the end of it, I want to point this out. The problem with that conversation by the end of it isn't, I don't believe that I asked for the $100 just so I could do whatever the fuck I wanted. It's the fact that instead of being like, hey bro, do you need some help with some bills?
Yeah.
I got fucking castrated.
Yeah, you did.
That's some real, like, that's not a friend move. That's some real, like, oh, you're broke? You're my friend? Ha ha. Like that wasn't good team camaraderie.
That
like,
was not.
Yeah.
It wasn't the finest moment.
Yeah, like I think he thought he was being funny, but let's be honest. Looking back, that was the real like.
It was more like, wow, you need $100 right now.
Because my thing is like,
you need $100 right now. Like,
that's the most adult thing Zoe did right there, is ask for money where he needed the money, right?
And real shit.
Money I didn't know I was getting. Like, it wasn't like I was.
My birthday's coming up. I did the same thing for my mom. I said, Mom, I want you to cut some of my rent off. Like, in a sense,
I don't pay rent my birthday
me money. Like, you know, because I got that idea from this guy and some other person. I was like, damn, that's a good idea because it's just more money in my pocket. So this on this Friday when I got paid, I was like, and I'm giving you this amount so I can keep this amount. And I was like, let's go.
Yeah, because my thing was like this. I had just gotten fired literally probably the day before, maybe.
It was within a week. It was something I wanted to ask, but I didn't talk about it.
They knew you.
Yeah, he knew. I tweeted. I got fired on my day off.
And they still roasted you?
No, Trav wasn't more of a roast, I would say. He wasn't. He laughed. But I don't think he added to it, like, to be honest.
Zoe, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm 100% on your side.
Well,
I'm 100% with Zoe on this.
This is what pissed me off later, though. We're watching the Charger Raider game, and he said it would have been, I made a joke to Trav. Oh, so Trav got me some nice shoes. I actually got a lot of compliments. I got some numbers off them shoes, too. I'm going to let you know, yeah. I'm going to wear the same fit when we go to the ballet this weekend. Right. But, but this is what made me mad. I made a joke. We were talking about crypto and something, and I said, damn, bro, Travis, like, I'm not going to say what was in there, but he showed me his portfolio of his crypto, and I was like, damn, nigga, you rich? By now I have a job, keep this in mind. I'm just talking shit. And I'm like, you can send that to my blockchain, like, as a joke? And then he's like, oh, I can hit you with the blockchain. And the other guy who was castrating me goes, oh, that's a good idea. Nigga, this is the same thing. If you send me $100 worth of Bitcoin, and you hand me $100 cash.
It's different. Bitcoin can move, I guess. It's liquid.
It isn't. Don't get me wrong. It is an investment, but also I'm not 9. Don't buy me stocks and bonds. Like, no, obviously, if you want to buy me tons of stocks, like if Travis were to give me 3 Bitcoin, that's one thing. But if you're giving me a fraction of something, like you're giving me 17 ADAs, or you want to give me 200,000 Shibas, like what the fuck am I supposed to, you know what I mean?
If I had 3 Bitcoins, we'd be running this out my house.
Bro, what's the difference between asking your friend for money as a gift and asking your parents for money as a gift for like Christmas? There's no difference.
There's no real difference. I think the thing is that he thinks it's weird because, or it came off weirder because it's coming from your friend.
That's some real classist shit he did to me.
So yeah, I think it was a little weird. Was I caught off guard? Fuck no, because I'm not. I am bad with presents. I'm just so like, what do you want? Tell me what you want. I'm gonna go get it. Like,
well, you know so did you give him the $100?
No,
you bought him shoes.
No, I bought him shoes.
Oh, how much were the shoes?
$100.
Yeah, we're shipping out $100.
You wish you would have had the money instead?
No, I like the shoes. I didn't keep wearing. Okay, I'll get his point.
I can wear the shoes.
His point is, I'm not gonna argue. Like, I'm not gonna let you borrow them. But I get his point. His point was like the long-standingness of the gift. Like, I will be able to continuously wear those shoes, but also not being homeless is something I will continuously be able to have. Those $100. So, but my thing was just more of like,
shit.
And I also think this: Travis is bad at giving gifts. Like, he's not most creative person in the world. No. And I didn't know I was gonna get this. Like, I had forgotten. So at that point, I don't really give a fuck. Like Travis kind of put me on the spot. We're in the middle of the game. I don't see this question coming. He just looks at me and asks, like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Which I'm like, nigga, it's 6 months away. And he's like, no, I didn't get you anything for the last one. And I was like, at that point, I don't know what I want. I haven't thought about what the fuck I want because nothing's coming up.
The way I like to give my gifts, in a sense, my like idea, it's like just like, what type of person just comes up to you and just like, hey, what do you want? Like, you know, like at that moment, like you could think of anything. I could have bought it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like at that moment, it's just like, it's just kind of like, it's just a free thought. It's just like, what do you want? And it's just like, oh, I want this. cool. Like it's just that quick for me. Like I understand like in some gift giving, you know, that's why I was bad at Christmas for our past episodes and stuff like that. Like, you know, you can be thoughtful and like, oh, I thought I saw them look at this, or like, oh, I know they like this. And it's just like, yeah, like I know my homie Gil likes socks. Like, you know, like well fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I want to know like maybe there's something else out there. Like I did that with Gomez, the homie. I end up going half on him with a Nintendo 64. Like I didn't fucking know I'd be doing that, but like it's something that he wanted, and maybe it gives you options. I like to give people options. So that's the thing I like about it.
I think it's a thoughtful thing you guys do. I wish my friends did that.
I'm just letting you guys know everyone's getting gift cards this year.
I'm gonna get a gift card on Friday there. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about. Oh damn, I didn't get you a gift.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. Me and my little brother talking about. I'm usually like I'm ahead of the curve. I'm like usually I know like 2 months in advance what I'm trying to get. Bro, you might get your gift on like the 13th, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like like this year I'm out of it. Like my mom's birthday is the 12th. I'm usually good. Like by end of October, I know exactly what I'm getting her. Sava, I got no clue. She might just be in a Coach gift card. I fucking got no idea what the fuck's going on. Like I'm just not mentally here this year. Like the pandemic was cool. Cause like you were with your family, you kind of got to know them a little bit more. Like you got to like probably be more unique. This year I'm just like, y'all niggas on your own, bro. Just
your mom a birthday gift. I gave her a Mother's Day card, so I'll get you a birthday.
I will, bro. I swear to God, Josh, if you give my mom,
that was such a good move.
Bro, I was so happy when Josh got COVID, bro. Like,
wow. Jesus,
he didn't die. I didn't say I wanted him to die.
Right, you're right.
Come on, man. And with that coming to a conclusion, I want to give a special shout out to the Honey Pot Corporation, or LLC, run by our friend, a dear friend that we've known all of us for at least 15 years. We used
to get buckets with.
We were buckets. She was a bucket. Up and under goddess herself, Nicole Honeycutt. She's doing great things in the community. They just had a basketball clinic at Barona's Rec. She's working with special needs kids, doing all types of different things. You guys can go follow her. I'll make sure Josh puts her at the bottom. And she's been nice enough to donate some equipment. So shout out to the Honey Pot and everything you guys do. I really appreciate it. With that being said, I am the Dusty Dynamo, Diadrewski, World Series champion, Dunzo. And with me is always the cap in the hat who's got no Mac.
Fuck you. And Drake, your favorite light skin, Henny Hendricks, your favorite Pirates of the Caribbean cousin. I love it. Gotta have it. Next week, catch us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh no, we gotta give Josh some good ones, bro.
I'm coming back next week with Josh.
The nasty Nashville resident himself. The country. What did he say? The Kentucky kid. What the fuck was he last time?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Josh said so.
The Kentucky kid.
I didn't say that. The Tennessee kid, bro.
The Tennessee kid.
No.
Well, God, Josh is just naming himself after Jason Aldean songs at this point. Like this.
That's
just
so good.
Hey, Josh, how's it feel to not have hair now?
I like it, bro.
Bro,
who cut you up? I was gonna ask.
One of the barbershops.
Bro, first of all, can we acknowledge Josh has like the Jalen Rose hairline? That nigga's hairline is so tiny, bro. But
it is.
I forgot.
You got a 3 head today.
Yeah, I forgot how your head is shaped. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you.
I did too,
bro. I'm not like I have no jokes for it. I was just like when he was so waiting for the joke. No, I just literally like in my head I was like, oh, Josh has a round head because his hair was so big, and now he was looking like
I saw a taper, and I was just like, oh yeah.
My man was looking like Shay from Zoe 101, and now like he has a regular head.
I thought he went hood on us and went to the thing and went the eyelid because you see how it's a little off. I
cut that myself.
No shot. You went Soulja Boy on us?
No. Hey, we'll cut the show, but hey, after dark, Young in the Wash story time.
Oh Jesus.
There are 2 of the funniest haircut stories of all time. Are one. Dave one time gave Josh a double lineup so bad. My man wore hats to school for 3.5 weeks. First of all, white people, you got to be aware of who you are. Josh is a suburban white male. We were playing basketball with, a mixed crowd. It's kind of like when Dirk Nowitzki put the Olympic rings in his head, but people thought they were the brass knuckles. And, sometimes you get out of pocket. We've all seen the picture of the white boy looking like Jordan Clarkson and Allen Iverson. Great tributes. Keep doing your things, young kings.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was awesome. Josh got beside himself. He started buying pro clubs and went for the double lineup. But here's the thing, white people, when you commit, you have to commit. You can't ask your dad for that haircut. You gotta go. And another one is, if I'm not mistaken, this one was more recent. Josh thought he was Puerto Rican. and decided to put lines in his eyebrows.
I just did it. Look, I just did it again. I don't even know what side
It's that one. It's that one.
Yeah, but
I'm not doing it.
He looked. You do it. I'm going to fucking torch you.
Yeah?
Bro.
Right now, let's go.
I'll do it right now.
Josh came out looking like an outfielder for a AAA baseball team.
Looking like that. What's that fucking movie? I'm 12.
Bro, Josh came out and I looked at him and he said, he blamed his mom. And I was like, you didn't learn with the double lineup? Like, this is you. Like, you're not supposed to, like.
That's so fantastic.
Bro, yeah. But we'll make that whole clip. We'll call that washed after dark. You know, when you take a shower after
Josh
11.
trying to be an island boy.
Josh is definitely an island boy.